Hey everyone, okay, Carol here, and I am just popping in. I had just put a video together. Now I'm putting this video together just for creating the loops that I make. I've had a few people on YouTube ask me if I would do a video just on this. So this is that video. I'm going to put it in the playlist, practice, practice, practice. Okay, if you have not made loops before, do not use the expensive wire. Use recycled wire or a cheaper brand of wire to learn how to create the loops that I use in all of the trees that I create. All right, I'm gonna get myself set up and I hope that you'll enjoy this video. Have fun. Okay, this is a test. So I'm playing with my hands. I need to find out how close I need to be to the camera. Do I need to be this close? I'm just trying to figure all that out. All right, let's see what that looks like. Okay, I got my wire. And here I am. Got my wire. We are going to make loops. Now, when I'm creating my loops, I had to pop in here at this point because I'm putting this video together and I'm watching it and then I'm like editing, like I'm looking at it. It's like you can only see half of my face. So it's like from this point down where I'm talking and I'm doing the video. Oh my God, sometimes I crack myself up. Anyway, enjoy the rest of this video from this point. All right, back to the video. I use teal, army green, and peridot to blend the colors. Everybody does their wire twisting differently. There's no wrong way of twisting wire. For me, when I create trees, I use loops. I create loops. I create bags and bags and bags of loops. Again, I have to pop in. Yes, bags and bags and bags and bags of loops. You want to see some of them? This is what I mean by bags and bags and bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. I've got bags and bags here of loops. So whatever you want to call me. If you want to call me Loopy Lady, you can just call me Loopy Lady. I don't care, but I make lots of bags of loops. Now that you saw all of those bags, I do have to clarify one thing. All those bags of loops are so that I can continue to create my trees. I do have a helper. I do have somebody who helps me create the loops. With my fingers being used constantly, me working on trees, my helper does help me make loops. So that's why I have so many bags. All right, now, I promise I won't interrupt anymore. Here's the rest of the video. I hope you'll enjoy. And then I take those loops and use different techniques out of them. So the loop concept that I'm using right now is 3 different strands of wire. In this particular bunch, I have army green 22 gauge, peridot 24 gauge, and teal 22 gauge. All right, I've got 3 strands of wire 24 inches long. Army green 22 gauge, teal 22 gauge, peridot 24 gauge. You can use all 22 gauge or how I'm doing it. Like I said earlier, there's no wrong way, but I don't want a whole lot of the peridot color. I just want to blend the three colors together for shading. So the 24 gauge in the peridot just gives me that little bit of bright, but not intensive amount of bright. And the other thing, when I blend colors, I think of percentages. Most of the times it's in thirds. So 1/3 of each color gets me what I'm looking for. All right, so here we are. 3 strands. All I want to do is make a loop, and I hope that you're seeing this as I'm seeing it. Left-handed, right-handed, it doesn't matter. I'm left-handed. I was also mentioned that I should state that I am left-handed. So if you're right-handed, you're going to be doing it with the other hand. And I'm just taking a loop, making a loop, okay? So in front of the camera, this is going to be a little bit different for me because I want to show you. So making a loop, okay? And I take about 1 inch that's there, okay? So from me wrapping this point, just making that first initial loop, all right, about 1 inch, all right? And then I want to be able to pinch it so that I have space in between here. And I try my hardest to keep it a circle. If I'm keeping it a circle, it's going to be easier for me to twist. I don't want to pinch this together. I want to keep it a circle. All right, so I've got my first loop, but it's not attached. So depending, again, on what you're going to create, that 3 half turns locks that loop into place, or locks the wire into place. So here I am, 3 half turns. 1, 2, 3. Not 3 full turns, because 3 full turns would be, okay, help me out guys, what, 180 degrees? Is that right? Oh my God, I am no, you know me by now. You've been watching my videos for quite some time. I can't think of the words that I'm thinking of, but a complete circle, is that a 180? Yeah, I think so. So each half turn, not a full turn, 3 half turns locks your wire into place. So I've got my first loop. It is twisted 3 half turns, and I do have 1 circle. Okay, this one is a little bit big. It doesn't matter. Well, no, that's wrong. It does matter. You want a loop, okay? Pencil size. Can you get it in the pencil? Is it that size? That's perfect. All right? Then right next to it goes another loop. So I'm going to take my wire and make a loop right next to it, okay? I'm going to pinch it so I can keep that circle, all right? If I can get it the same size, fantastic. If I can't get it the same size, I'm not too worried about it. But again, my loop now is not connected, so I need to connect the 2 loops together. I'm going to hold on to my loops and twist this wire and this wire getting into that V, okay? Twist 3 half turns. 1, 2, 3. But still, if you look closely, I don't have this second loop connected, all right? So you've got to twist that also 3 half turns. 1, 2, 3. Now look at this. I'm doing this right here in front of you, and that's what this is going to look like. Okay? Can you see the difference in the loops? All right. Does this one go through? No, the pencil does not go through. But am I gonna be worried about it and take all that wire apart and start over again? No, because it's gonna go on a tree. And yes, characteristics of leaves basically all are the same size, but there are young leaves that are just coming up off the tree, and there are bigger mature leaves that are on the tree already. So the loop size doesn't matter, but the idea is you want to keep it to look like a loop. The other reason I do 3 half turns, it locks my wire into place, but it also allows me to put the wire aside, knowing that if I want to create a tree where I'm cutting the loops, that this loop isn't going to fall off. So 3 half turns locks that into place. I leave a little bit of space. I make another set of loops. Okay? And I would say there's about an inch space in here. Okay? Here's my second loop. I'm going to twist that 3 half turns. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make another loop right next to it. Okay, keep it a loop. Don't push, don't pinch it shut. Okay, there's my second loop. I'm going to hold on to the 2 loops, twist in this V nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm not going to forget about the second loop that I just created. 3 half turns. 1, 2, 3. Now I have two sets of loops created with a little bit of space in between, and these loops, let's see, you want to bet one goes through, one doesn't? Oh, okay, that was a little bit tight, but it got in there. The other one, yes, it's in there. So, but I have loops, they're not pinched. All right, next set. Out of 24 inches of this wire, I should get about 5 sets. So let's continue on, and I will do my best to get the 5 sets of loops that I'm talking about. So a little bit of space in between, create that first loop, 3 half turns, go right next to, make another loop. Okay, hold on to those loops, twist the 2 wires together into this V. 1, 2, 3, and then don't forget the second loop. 1, 2, 3. Again, a little bit of space, making another loop, keeping it a circle. Don't pinch that circle. It's going to be harder to twist if you do that, and you might get really long extensions in this area here. Okay, it gets really long in there, and you're wasting wire. The 24 inches should be plenty long enough for you to create 5 sets of loops on each wire. All right, so there's my circle, 3 half turns. 1, 2, 3. The next loop right next to it, right next to it. Okay, holding both loops, twisting in the V. That was 1, 2, 3, and again that second loop. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got 4 sets here. They look nice and tight. I have the confidence that if I place this on a tree and I want to cut my loops, that these loops will be tight enough not for the wire to fall off the tree. So I've got about 5 inches of wire here. That's plenty to get another set in. Again, a little bit of space in between. Make your circle, keep it a circle. All right, twist. 3 half turns. Come on, you could do this with me. 1, 2, 3, another loop, getting close to the end, right next to it, keep it a circle, okay? Hold the 2 loops together, get into this V, twist 3 half turns, 1, 2, 3, and then don't forget that last loop. You need to twist that also, nice and tight, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Now when I create a tree, I need about 50 of these sets, and I put that into a bag, and when I want to go create a tree, I grab that bag of wired loops that I've just created and know that I can get at least a 6 to 8 inch wire tree created with these. I hope that was a benefit to you. I hope that maybe if you enjoy my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. If you want updates, hit that bell button and it will alert you when I post a new video. You have any comments? Put the comments in the comments below. It might take me a day or two, and I found I was on YouTube trying to tweak things up. Sometimes it takes me 3-4 days, and I'm embarrassed to say some of those comments came in a couple weeks ago, but I do my best to respond to any questions. If I don't have the answer, I will figure it out, put it in a notebook, and then the next time I have a video, I will look at my notebook and see if I can answer those questions. So all good things to subscribe to. My name is Carol, artist of Onlytrees. I appreciate you being here with me. Thank you again. Have an awesome day, and we will talk soon. Yay! Did it! Where's my coffee? Cheers, guys. Have an awesome day.